Welcome back. Lorenzo Porcelli, Harrison Kay, and Jaden Inbesk are teenage entrepreneurs that are launching a fashion app. It is called WAT app, and it's aimed at brand conscious shoppers of all ages. So here to tell me about this are the three gentlemen that are doing this app. So Lorenzo, let's start with you. So tell me about what makes the WAT app unique. Why is it useful for sneaker streetwear shoppers? By the way, I have a 13-year-old son. This is like right up his alley. So I get what you're doing here. So Lorenzo, if you could kind of explain what app is.
Mhm. So before I get into it, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to have time to explain our business to you. And okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So What Are Those is an innovative sneaker app that utilizes Microsoft Azure software in order to scan and identify your desired pair of shoes. So pretty much I have come across the problem. I mean, many people have. I don't know if you have, of seeing a pair of shoes on the street or in a store that you just absolutely love, but you just don't know any information behind them. And you end up just like endlessly researching for hours. And most of the time, you don't even get a result. And you just never find out that shoes is specs. So with What Are Those, now you can just whip out your phone camera, point your camera to the desired pair of shoes, and in a matter of seconds, it'll tell you the shoe's brand, colorway, model, average resale price, retail price, and year of release. So this makes it really, really convenient for people who are in the sneaker world and also average consumers. Um, and also, if the camera identification fails due to lack of lighting or for whatever reason, there's also a filter category in the app that'll let you filter down the shoe until you find your desired shoe. Thank you.
Very interesting. And I assume you're going to link this to where you can shop it and make a little money that way, maybe at some point.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
great.
that's what we plan on doing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Harrison, how do you plan to launch this with brand sponsors?
I actually think that Jaden is going to.
Jay,
Yeah.
go for it. Okay.
That brand sponsors are actually a big part of our business plan, and that's mostly how we plan on making money. So actually, like you said too, if we hopefully partner with a marketplace, let's say like StockX or Goat, we were thinking, and you just introduced the idea as well. Every person that we send over there, we and they buy a shoe, we can make a profit. But we were our main business model is, let's say we partner with Nike, and not only can they give us their shoe database and the information about the shoes, but they can also pay us to put their shoes and their items on our app.
Okay. Well, very interesting. So, okay. So Harrison, I mean, how will you launch it then with online shoppers?
So, thank you as well. As Lorenzo said, it's a great opportunity. So, 2021 Undergrad has decided to partner with us, which is great. They've also recently partnered with prepvolleyball.com and toptoursoccer.com, which means that now we will have space on those sites to advertise what are those, the What app, and be able to showcase our app so that anybody on there will be able to download it. So they have about 400,000 student athletes on their site, which means that now we have 400,000 people that are going to be exposed to What Are Those.
Okay.
So the more users we have on the app, the more brands are going to be want to featured on our blogs and our database of already existing shoes.
Okay, so Lorenzo, I'll toss this one to you, and you can all chime in if you want to. So, why do you think Microsoft may be interested in supporting a B2B solution like What app?
Yes, so we believe that we are a one of a kind, innovative, and driven group of young entrepreneurs that are willing to do whatever it takes to surpass success and reach a new kind of prosperity. We plan on expanding this app globally and reaching people of all backgrounds. And we are very well versed with the streetwear community, and we appreciate the culture just as much as our users would, or which gives us a great connection to the business and definitely gives us a big advantage in the community.
Okay, very interesting. So, what's your main target audience then, and how do you plan to attract them? Jane, you want to weigh in?
Yeah, so our main target audience would be Gen Z to young millennials, so 13 to 32. Those are the prime ages for people who are interested in the streetwear fashion culture. And so how we would attract them is, like I said before, the partnerships would be a big deal, and it's a big part of the business plan to partner with the companies like Nike. And I think that alone, let's say Nike does an ad, or puts out a post or something, that's going to draw in a lot of people who are interested in the streetwear culture. And yeah, I think that'll attract a lot of people.
Okay. Harrison, I mean, what inspired you, and you can all kind of weigh in on this if you want to create this business and, just become a leader in this field, tech and fashion kind of combined?
So for me, at least, I've always been interested in fashion and especially business. And I imagine the same for Jaden and for Lorenzo.
Yeah.
So, huge leaders like Bill Gates and Sheldon Adelson, which is also the school that we go to,
Mhm.
like inspired me since I was young to create a business and have stood out. Adelson, the school that we go to, provides us a super high tech facility in the incubator, which we use almost as a think lab. And I mean, without it, I don't think that we would be here.
Mm. Anybody else want to weigh in on that? What inspired you with this idea?
Yeah, so I mean, I've always been interested in business, and I've been trying to do whatever I can, get involved in startups and get internships at different places to learn the business skills. And it's very exciting to not only be here and to be working on this one.
Mhm. Well, that's very exciting. And by the way, I didn't even know the term incubator until I was like 30. So good job, guys. I mean, you're in high school and you're already learning some of this stuff. And just one last thing, you're doing a documentary, right? Kind of following you around as you create this business.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So from what we understand, we are doing a documentary-like series regarding our business journey and what it takes for us to become successful, and starting now at the bottom to us at the top. This is going to give our audience and users a chance to really get an inside look about how we go by running the business and how we start from the bottom and how we learn from here on out.
Yeah, great idea. So someday when you're like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, you can go, see, when I was in high school, here's what we were doing. So awesome. Congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Jane.
Lorenzo and Harrison and Jaden, for joining us with WAT app.